that's the reason why I'm talking about this today is like they it is crazy to watch. I'm gonna be honest with y'all because there are people that I've looked up to, right? And this is the sad part when you get older. And this includes me too. I've let people down. I've let myself down more than I've let others down, and that's probably the truth that I can share with you guys. I've let myself down, meaning I've not done enough at times. I felt like I wasn't doing it enough, doing enough for the causes or the things, and um, that can lead into spiraling into a depression because you feel like you're almost helpless or what you're doing is not making enough change. But what I will say is I've learned to channel a lot of that energy, channel that quote unquote depression into fearlessness and not worrying. Like I told you guys, being in these rooms with some of these individuals, they talk so tough um, about what they want to do and how they're going to change things. And then, eventually they run into something more powerful where it stops them. And, I don't need to go into more detail. You guys that know in this chat. But it's crazy to watch somebody you looked up to kind of downplay who they are and downplay their position on this earth. That's really what I'm getting at. When I see people in my community or people from my community shrink, because I've shrunk in the moment plenty of times, and felt like I had to be more apologetic instead of strategically uh, prepared. That makes sense. Because I have so many thoughts as a black man in America that mean absolutely nothing sometimes because it's just me chatting shit. And then there's the other part of me that enjoys being outside and being in front of the revolution and feeling like I want to do everything I can to make sure that the next generation doesn't deal with the same things that I had to deal with. Because it's an unfortunate truth that we all got to deal with living on this earth that we were born into this system. We weren't the ones that helped create it. I don't want to be the one that helps sustain it either. So I'm tapping into a lot of my brothers and sisters that are around the world to do everything they can to make sure that they spark that brain and they stay motivated to continue to fight towards liberation. You know what I mean? My thoughts go like this though, but they always trend back to talking about humanity and liberation and being in a more comfortable space out here. Like who wants to be on earth and not feel safe? Who wants to wake up on earth and be worried about their home being bombed? Who wants to wake up and worry about a politician trying to take your livelihood away, or you wake up and you're worried about, being canceled, like, or you're worried about what you might do or what you might say, and all that stuff is just fear-mongering tactics. Part of warfare is propaganda. And the reason why I'm speaking on all this too is just me as a human. Like I said, these are things that I deal with as well. These are things that are going on in my head. I don't just walk around all day and be like, oh man, I'm just living a great life and I'm just away from society and I don't feel anything. It's like, no, I feel everything and I see everything that's going on social media, and that's not even always the truth. Like, but the start of warfare is propaganda, and I don't like being lied to. I don't think you like being lied to either. So I think we have a pretty even. I think we pretty much have an even mindset, right? Um, but yeah, all of these things, right? All of these thoughts have been going on during my recovery process and over the last few years. And I just wanted to put that out to you guys that being strategic and being prepared and being around a support system that is, going to help you stay aware is important. Okay.